This is one of the oldest trucks in Australia. It is a 1908 Daimler-Renard sent from France in 1909. The truck was supposed to cart salt on SA's York Peninsula, but it ended up carting copper ore along the Oodnadatta railway line between Yadnamadna and Farina in SA's outback. It is mostly made of bits of wood, and the wheels are made of metal. Unfortunately, it didn't handle the unpredictable terrain of the outback very well.
Eventually it just sort of sat there and rusted away.
The pile of rusty wrecks was found in 1972, restored and then sold at auction. It was kept in a shed at Whyalla on Eyre Peninsula but was struck by lightning. Liz bought the rarity not long after in 2016 and rebuilt the damaged cabin. Liz also found its two missing trailers in scrubland north of Port Augusta.
It's a very rare one. It's one of the few, we believe the only one, that came out with a four-cylinder motor. The original motor has since unfortunately been long gone. All the other ones that were made had what they call the silent night motor in them. And we believe there were 6 that came to Australia, and this is the only one still in existence.
The unique Daimler-Renard is one of many iconic Australian vehicles and plenty of transport memorabilia on display at Liz's Stories from the Road Museum in SA's Mid-North. She's now on a mission to preserve Australia's lengthy transport history.
People tend to restore military trucks back to their military condition, but the reality is most of them spent 2 or 3 years serving in the army and then 50 years serving on some bloke's farm, doing all sorts of things. So, I don't see the real need to put all of them back to military because they serve just as big a purpose in rural Australia as what they did in the military.
Liz has spent her whole life in the transport industry and is working to memorialise other legends of the road, past and present. There is a memorial for Liz's brother Scott Tweddle, who was struck by lightning in 2001 in Western Australia as he was unloading a truck. And there's also a memorial for truck driver Gail Little, who died alongside her colleague after their B-double crashed and burst into flame on the Eyre Highway in 2016.
It doesn't matter what you talk about, whether it's rural, industrial, metropolitan, there's always trucks involved there somewhere, and they always seem to get sidelined and left out of the mainstream story. So we think it's really important to acknowledge those people that started up the trucking industry, because they literally opened up the outback. They opened up inland Australia. They opened up rural communities and rural industries. If it wasn't for the trucks, it wouldn't happen.